Hello everybody, this is Old Man Computer. My name is Don, and today I'm going to be talking about how to fix GPU sag basically for free. Okay, so what you're going to need for this is a measuring tape, a piece of hard plastic, and a cutting tool. As you can see here, I found some old pens, a chopstick, another pen here, an old drinking straw that's thick plastic, and a coat hanger thingy that I had a pair of gloves or socks off of. All essentially free things, junk around the house. Take the tape measure, measure the distance between my power supply shroud and the bottom of my video card, lift the video card up about a millimeter or two just to make sure that it's straight so that I get the full distance. In my case, it was about 8.5 centimeters or about 3.5 inches. Then all you want to do is score that on the piece of plastic that you've chosen. I chose the coat hanger material simply because it was, in my mind, the closest match to my case color. So I used an X-Acto knife to score the plastic where I needed to cut, and then I just used the scissors after that to go around it a few times to make a good indent. As you can see, that's the score line right there that I used the X-Acto knife on, and then up a little bit further you can see the other one. Now, one of the things with cheap plastic like this is that you don't actually have to cut through all the way. It will break pretty easy after you get in a little bit, and you can just twist it off. It breaks pretty clean. I didn't find that it like tore or anything, so it it didn't even need to be sanded or anything like that. So I did the same thing on the other side, cleaned it up a little bit with my thumb, just so that or I should say my index finger, no jagged pieces or anything like that were left. And then test it out, put it in there. And what you're going to notice is actually something that's sort of common when you do something like this, when you eyeball it a little bit. It wasn't actually long enough. So by cutting it the way I cut it, I lost about a millimeter or two of length. But that's not the end of the world, because there is a way to fix that, and it's really quite easy. You just use foam or a thermopad. So if you can see here, I've got some foam from the dollar store my wife let me borrow from her craft supply, and I just took a couple of small pieces, cut off the end, and used that to brace the piece of plastic underneath so that it would fit properly against the video card. If you don't have that, but you have like thermal pads, you can use those. They're non-conductive. Depends on what color they are, obviously, whether you like that or not. But I mean, ultimately, I just picked things that I had around that were black and that fit the case aesthetic and wouldn't show up too much through the glass window. So just stick it in there. There is one other thing I should mention. Having the foam on the one side and not on the other meant that the top of the post that I created was just a little bit movable. It wasn't really jammed in there tight. It didn't have anything to stick onto. So, I mean, you could use glue or something like that if you wanted to, but personally, I just used another piece of foam to give it something to bite into. And as you can see, it just sort of sits there now. It's nice and tight, doesn't budge, supports the video card, cost $0. So thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay strong, and we'll see you next time. All the best. Bye-bye.